And we are back once again, only on it is After Hours, only on the After Hours YouTube channel. Now, joining me here on location, this young lady here, well, she's getting ready. A lot of big things lined up here. She's going to AVN for the first time, signing for a booth. That's right. If you want to catch her, she'll be this young lady's going to be at a booth. We're going to be telling you about that, plus Brazzers. No, there's some score stuff. And well, 2023, she's going to be launching some new stuff. We're going to be talking about that. I give you the beautiful, the sensual, the gorgeous. I give you is none other than Wendy Raine. So Wendy, let's start off here with Wendy Raine. So let's start off with a big question. AVN, who are you gonna be
Yes.
signing with? Where can fans check you out? And how excited are you that you're actually gonna be, I guess, getting paid to go someplace and sign autographs and take photos?
Right. So I'll be at the Hussey Models booth. And they have me scheduled for a few hours on 2 days, but I'll be at the expo the whole entire time walking around. So if you can't find me on, I think it's Thursday between like 12 and 2:30, and then on Saturday from 11 to 2, something like that. I'll be walking around the other times. So come on up and say hi.
So what do you do? What has anybody told you like what to expect, what to do, or is this your first one? You're just like, oh, this could be fun. I'm going in. It's brand spanking new. I have no expectations. I'm just gonna have fun and do whatever hell I want.
That is exactly right. No one has said anything to me about what to do or anything like that. I have been a guest at Exotica before, so I have no idea if it's like that or not. But I guess I'll see. It'll be fun, and whatever happens, it'll be fun.
So all this is going on here. What do you hope to get from AVN? Because I mean, are you going to be doing any, I guess, content trades? Are you going to try to meet up with people? Like, I guess you have a bucket list. Like, who do you want to meet at AVN but you haven't met yet? You're going, you know what? I want to introduce myself as a person. I want to meet this person. Hey, I want to even, maybe grab a little handful, maybe give a little smooch. I want to basically make myself known to this person. Like, hey, we're going to work together here.
Yeah, but I'm really going to network to try and meet new people to make content with. I'm not doing any content this coming week, which is um, not by choice, but due to an injury that I have. But I will resume content with others after like mid to end January. But so I'm hoping to meet people that I can actually, do content with, and I'm hoping to meet other producers and companies to try and get to be able to shoot for them as well. Because I've had shot for 4 companies now, and I'd like to, do a bunch of different things. So I figure that the expo is a good way to network and meet a lot of different people. And just try to put myself out there and see what I can get.
All right, so let's start with the horse shoots. It's for Team Skeet. You shot for Score. You shot for Brazzers. Each one's different. So let's start off with, of course, Score, because I'm guessing that was the first one. What was that like when you're going down there, first ever pro shoot? All of a sudden, you're getting paid. There's makeup, there's catering, and you're like, oh crap! People are actually be
Right?
seeing this. There's being magazines here. Like, oh my god, the neighbors are gonna know what the hell I'm doing. Oh my god, I can't go to a grocery store anymore.
Right? Don't sell Score at the grocery store. It was like an adventure to start off. I actually had a lot of fun, and I'm really, really glad with the talent that I worked with that first time. They were very knowledgeable, very nice. They knew that it was my first time, and asked me a lot of questions. And are you comfortable with this? What are we going to do here? And what are you going to say there? And all of that. So it it was like a very nice, uh, mild, if you will, introduction to the industry. Um, so I was glad that that happened. And then I actually didn't get my next shoot for, wow, um, like 8 months later. Because I got picked up by Hussey in July and had my next shoot with Bang Brothers in August. So, but that was a nice slow introduction through score and the talent that I worked with. It was very nice. Loved the makeup and the hair. That was great.
I can imagine because it's a bitch to do your own stuff. It's gotta get ready, you gotta hop in a car, make sure the air conditioning's on, but not too on, and windows aren't
Exactly.
rolled down, so the hair is all of a sudden a mess. You're getting ready to like crap. That must have been like, okay, I can just relax.
And yeah,
So
and it's freezing in there until the shoot. So their makeup's not running down your face and your hair's not frizzing out from the humidity because it is, Miami. So it is humid and hot and everything down here, which is another thing. I'm glad they do it on set because this wouldn't last driving down the road.
let's shoot out. It's you, Brazzers. I'm guessing you've done 2 shoots with them. It's funny because the first one, a lot of people love it, and it's you, Seika.
Mhm.
Both you guys are sort of at that same age bracket. You're also with a guy who's not too young, but he's not old. Was that
Right.
easier for you having somebody who's like, okay, this doesn't feel weird. I don't know if it's a young person. Like, okay, do I need to card you? Are you sure you're 21? You look a little young. I mean, is it easier to work with people who are like, experienced and all, as close to your age, and there's not that, like, oh crap, you could be my kid. I'm my grandkid. I'm not really sure here.
Well, yeah, the stepson, Nana stuff is fun to act on. But yes, I sometimes feel like I could be their mother, not their grandmother, not that old. But I figure each person has something to teach me, whether they're the stepson or someone like Sika who is older like myself and has been in the industry doing it as an older person. She can tell me her experiences and I can learn from her as well. So it's nice to have that diversity to learn from. And then also, that I've worked with a couple of people who have been new to the industry like myself. So we're kind of like, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And kind of comparing stories to gather confidence and learn from each other as well.
Once again, how nice is it though when you go in Brazzers and everything's taken care of? Once again, script, makeup, food. It's like everything is
Clothing,
professional. It's like, oh,
yeah, it's actually really nice. And I did a previous interview and they asked me, there's if I've had any issues with being on set and being uncomfortable or anything like that. And I have to say, I haven't done a lot, but each time it's been very professional and I didn't feel uncomfortable. Everybody was super nice. They understood limitations. They understood my questions and answered them. And so it's been a very pleasant and very fun experience so far. And I don't know about anything that might have happened before, so I'm not going to assume that things happened, but I can say that nothing, has been unprofessional at all. Not one shoot has been unprofessional so far, and it makes that so much more fun and relaxed because when they're professional, you can actually relax and have a good time doing what you're doing.
I just want to know like how much is for you, like as somebody who's getting into business, and you're getting these ideas. Like how nice is it sometimes when you're doing all this, you're just focusing on the set, and then all of a sudden you start noticing like, oh, this person does make it pretty well. I need to get this person's number. Oh, this person does light. Like how nice is it sometimes like getting a chance sometimes to go to these big shoots and start networking where it's like, all right, I want your number, I want your number, I want your number. Not just talent, but like people that you have an eye on going, hey, when I want to shoot my own stuff, I might want to
Absolutely.
hire you for makeup so I can do like a huge content trade party, bring you in, and everybody can look good.
Absolutely, absolutely. I got two different makeup artists numbers. Um, and they do hair as well. So that's a bonus. I have you know, got the numbers of the talent, of course, to do content with. But it is nice. And so one of them uh, is doing hussy models for AVN and giving us a deal. And so it's those types of benefits that are also really cool when you network and you meet people.
So we asked the question: how did you get involved in the industry in the first place? What made this innocent young lady decide to hop on a bad foot and do the good thing?
Well, my husband and I are swingers, and we met a unicorn, a single female, and became friends with her. And her and I, talked about it, and she had said she had done a scene with Score. And so she was asking me, she's like, I think you'd be great at it. Can I give them your number, your name? And I'm like, sure. And so I spoke with the lady at Score and decided to try it. And after my experience with them, um, I started thinking more about it and reached out to a couple of different agencies because I had no idea how to go about getting any scenes, any shoots with any of these big companies. So I was like, maybe I'll get an agent if somebody wants to pick me up, you know, um, being on the older end, yay me, and Hussey gave me a shot, and I'm very grateful for them. They've got me several scenes so far in the past 6 months. So hopefully there'll be more next year too.
And so how does that work here with in terms of you and your husband? Because most people, there's still a lot of old fashioned people go, oh wait, oh my god, if you have sex with that person means you love them. You guys are swingers, so that's a whole different thing. So how does he handle it? How do you handle it? And I guess what is his reaction when you're doing these scenes? And he's going, oh, you're getting paid for this. You're going on tours. I mean, does he ever go, hey, can you take me with you? Hey, I can be your partner. I mean, how is he handling, I guess, this new career for you?
Well, he was the one who actually brought up being swingers, and I was actually very, very hesitant to. So we took it really slow. And in regards to this, he's actually very supportive. He enjoys seeing me satisfied and seeing me with what I like, which is big cock. So um, it's it's nice to have that support. And so when a scene comes out, like a scene for Brazzers comes out this week, the preview came out a few days ago, and I was like, "Watch this, honey!" And he was like, "Wow, that's great. When does it come out?" And he's so proud that he actually goes around and tells a lot of his friends because his friends are jealous that he has a wife who's doing porn and they're swingers and he can participate. He doesn't want to be on film, so he won't have any part of that, but he is very supportive with uh, what I want to do with it, making content, meeting new people, getting the equipment and putting a little bit of money into it, hoping that it will pay off in the long run.
So let's talk about you because you're now not just a porn star. You are a self-made businesswoman here. You have your own, looking around here, you have your own stuff, you have your Twitter page, you got your, of course, OnlyFans, which is everybody's big thing. You're doing your many vids here. So
Mhm.
how tough is that sometimes, because you and your husband are doing this together. So, you're figuring stuff out, you're, planning shoots, you're, networking on Twitter,
Yeah.
how tough is that sometimes just literally like you wake up and you go, okay, how many hours am I going to spend literally on just my business?
Well, the only way my husband has anything to do with it is through support verbally. He doesn't really do much anything. He'll take me shopping and things like that, but um, it's been a slow process. I just started my OnlyFans a few weeks ago because I don't have I thought that you needed a certain type of content or whatever. So all of this is a learning curve for me. Um, I have this editing software for videos that I've literally sat here for the past week and figured out and played with, and like, how can I do this and how can I do that with little things, so I can learn how to do that stuff. Just got a brand new camera, well, because my really good one broke anyway, so I needed one. So, but it, and so I'm reading how to do that. It's a learning experience every single day. Um, and because I'm not of the generation that automatically knows how to do all this stuff with technology, it's taking me a little bit longer. So I do have my OnlyFans, I have many vids, which mostly I have a little store on there, and I'm selling some items on there. There's one video, but as soon as I get some nice content to put on there, that'll go on there as well. And I do have my Twitter, and thankfully, because of the shoots that I've done, my followers have shot way up, which I was very impressed with. And I have a page on a foot fetish site as well. So I sell feet pics. So those are a little bit easier to do because you just sit there and snap and upload them as opposed to little videos. But I did use my new video editing software to make a little Christmas pedicure toe thing. And it was kind of fun to figure out how to do that stuff. So it's slow going. So I do ask that people be very patient with me if they're anxious for more new content. I'm trying, and I'm hopefully I have a whole bunch coming up after the new year.
All right, so let's talk about the feet thing here, because that gets the mainstream, like you blows it away, like, oh, I think it's some people say, hey, this is what the new thing is. Some people make it into a joke. Some people say it's perverted. How do you get involved in that? And what is it like? People go, hey, I just want to see pictures of your feet. Like, okay, you hear my tootsies. Just what is
Well,
that like, and how do you, I guess, get involved in that?
I found this website. It's feetfinder.com, and it's just pictures of people's feet that you can subscribe to their page, you can buy pictures of the feet, you can do whatever. And so when I was in college, this was my first experience with a foot fetish guy. He came up to me and said, I'll give you $50 if you let me lick your boots. And I was like, okay. So I took my boot off and I handed it to him. But he wanted my foot in it. My husband has a foot fetish as well. And so I take advantage of that because I love, love, love my feet rubbed. I would sit there all day and have somebody rub my feet. So, and like I said earlier, it's easy. It's very easy to take pictures. There's your feet in the sand. Here's your feet over here. Here's your feet rubbing a cock or whatever, and post it. So I do have more stuff on there for different people. I have high heels and things like that. And I know it's not the only website out there, but I figure it would be a way to kind of put my foot in the door a little bit with something more fetishy, until I can find somebody who will do some good fetish stuff with me. If anybody's out there, let me know.
Once again, we had the beautiful Wendy Raine on the show. We're talking all things, of course, foot fetishes. We're talking getting into the industry. We're talking, of course, AVN. She'll be there January 4th through the 7th at the Hussey booth. Check her out. So you've worked with a bunch of people so far. What turns you on? Like, give me some things, like when you're working with girls and guys, and you've worked with younger girls, you've worked with older ladies, you've worked with younger guys, older men. Like, what are some of the things that turn you on in girls and guys that you're going to be looking for when you're shooting content?
Well, I with a guy, they have to have a nice large cock. It doesn't have to be ginormous. I'm an 8 to 9 inch girl. with some girth to it. And that actually, I'm just like, oh my God, I don't know what it is. I just, if I touch it, bam, I get all wet. Um, with the girls, I'm very attracted to brunettes. And I do like a nice rack on the girl as well. So it's been very fulfilling, for lack of a better word, or a good word, fulfilling, um, to been able to have some really large gentlemen on these shoots, and some actual beautiful women. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, um, I had never done a lot of things sexually before I started in porn. So I never went down on a woman before Team Ski. Ah. So that was my first time with Chloe Capri. And it was very pleasant. They helped me out. I had no qualms about it. I just had never done it before. And so I'm getting to do a lot of these things that I've never done. I've like with the gentleman with Sika, Hollywood Cash. Wow. Talk about big, big penis. And that was the first time I'd had one that big, and it was an experience. And I'm enjoying all of these experiences that I'm having. And when I think about it, that turns me on as well. So when I get an email saying that I have a shoot and it's with this person or with this person, I'll go and I'll look and watch some of their videos and look at their photos, and that way I'm prepared when I get there, and I'm like, oh yeah, you look better in person, or and oh, your cock is bigger in person, and wow, look at her nipples. And it's those little things. And then I'm a big smell person, so oh, the right perfume, cologne, just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. um that really gets me as well.
I was gonna say, is it easier sometimes working with women and just because they know what you like? Whereas with this guy, it's like, okay, yes, I have the big inch, as you said, the cock, but I have no idea what I'm also doing. It's like a virgin fumbling around, like, okay, you're squeezing too hard, you're not squeezing too tight. No, I need you to put your mouth here. I want you to do this. But the girl's like, all right, just you know what to do. Yes, and it's like basically two ballroom dancers once they're dancing, they know exactly what's going on. And I'm guessing, is that the same with you with working with women? You want somebody that they just know how to press the right button. You're going, oh, okay, this feels awesome.
I have found in my experiences, yes, that women are women know exactly what to do, and they make it feel very, very good. There have been some guys that I'm like, just stop, please, just stop. But they, so far, in the industry, um, everybody has been pretty experienced. And it's felt really good. Yeah.
So because there's gonna be, I'm guessing, new guys you want to work with, and some of them will be new. Like, what are, I guess, are the do's and don'ts? So that way they know at least, okay, don't do this. Because most guys are like, okay, we think we know what we're gonna do, but we don't. We're just trying to, like, okay, we saw this in the video. This looks good. That's not too painful. Let's try it. Next thing you know, it's like, okay, that's like throwing a 50-yard foot, 50 mile per hour football at a guy 3 feet away. Good idea, bad execution. So for you, like, what is it that you don't want guys doing? But like, no, 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 no. This really does not feel good.
Um, I had a guy one time try to do like a corkscrew with his fingers inside, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, that's a little much. I don't know how many he had in there, but it felt like a whole tooth, but he was doing
Yeah,
like
he's just
this.
basically jamming in like a square peg round hole. You're going, no, 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 no,
Yes,
no, stop.
yes, yes. And then when they're down there and they just do the same thing over and over, like if they just take their tongue and just do that, Are you going to do anything else? Okay, just stop. Let's just move on. So you know, a little variety down there, uh, you know,
But no
and
biting, I'm guessing.
uh,
You don't want
nah,
them to start, biting really hard. Next thing you know, it's like, hey, this isn't steak. You can't eat it in that way.
maybe not down there. When I get really, really going, you can just suck and bite my nipples, and I'll tell you to do it harder. So, um, but down there, yeah, no biting, no biting. You can suck it a little hard, you know, if you want, but yeah, no biting.
So what's in the bucket list? As we're wrapping this up, and once again, you started your OnlyFans, you're doing your mini vids, you've got the software, so you're all excited. Like, what else is on the bucket list? Like, what are some of the things you want to get done in the next, let's say, 6 to 12 months?
Oh, there are a few things that I'd really like to try. Um, I would really like to do a blow bang and a gang bang. I have never done those. And DVP. Love to try that DVP. So those are my three ultimate bucket list. Doesn't have to be in the next 6 to 12 months, but if they are, yay, go Wendy, you know. Um, but and then just experiencing everything that I can. Um, Making content with some really cool people, and just being out there and having everybody enjoy me, the fans, everybody, you know. I hope that they enjoy what they see and want more, so I can be around for a while.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are proud to have on the show. She's going to be once again signing. It's going to be AVN 2023. It'll be January 4th through the 7th, only in Las Vegas. She'll be signed to Hussey Booth. We are proud to have one of the next, let's say, mature goddess sensations. I give you. It is the swinging foot fetish adult newcomer slash businesswoman. I give you Wendy Raine now. So, Wendy, where else can fans check you out? Where is Twitter page, Instagram, OnlyFans? Like, where can fans hit you up at?
I have a Twitter, Wendy Raine 72. Um, Many vids, I believe is the same thing. Um, OnlyFans is the same, Wendy Raine 72. I do not have an Instagram. Uh, those are really the three places besides Foot Finders. Is that what it's called? Footfinders.com. Let me just look that. Feet Finder. Feetfinder.com. And just look up Wendy Raine.
Wendy Raine, ladies and gentlemen, once again, always an honor, pleasure having on the show. Stay tuned for more great action coming up only on It Is After Hours, only on the After Hours YouTube channel.